everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw, Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The shotgun snap for Stafford. A left side completion to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Play action. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 17-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing, Hundley. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Now Hundley. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Akeem Spence in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. Well, let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week, we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in the Philly uniform, long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with LeGarrette Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing, and Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to play for his new team in Buffalo. Jimmy Garoppolo did not play with San Francisco. We'll find out when they both will get on the field. And how about the Saints and the Cardinals? Because remember, the Adrian Peterson trade, I think it benefited both teams.
Yeah, AP went over 100 yards. Kamara and Ingram, they really settled in as well. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
In his 5th year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Cobb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to...
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
It's caught. Nelson. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From a shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now come the Lions.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Set.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. All right, you ready to go on a tangent with me here real quick?
Let's go.
We were discussing off-air the top 5 picks in the 2016 draft. Boy, those guys are having good seasons, aren't they?
They really nailed that one, didn't they? And you go right to the top, because Jared Goff, many people wanted to call bust last year. Oh, no, not at all. The Rams are 6-2. He's playing awfully well as their quarterback. Carson Wentz continues to ascend in Philadelphia. Joey Bosa, not many people blocking him out there in L.A., that's for sure. Zeke's still the premier running back in the league. And Jalen Ramsey is a shutdown corner playing with a lot of aggressiveness, but I think it's also a deep draft. Jordan Howard was a 5th-round pick, right? Dak Prescott, a 4th-round pick, right? I mean, we're talking about guys who can flat-out play. And don't forget Tyreek Hill from Kansas City, Mr. Long Distance himself.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good, too. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. to throw now on first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, on that incompletion, let's discuss how Week 9 on Sunday, November 5th, there was a full moon, and there were some full moon happenings in the NFL, wasn't there?
There certainly were, and think about it this way. Blair Walsh, who was 16 for 17 in field goals when the game began against Washington, he missed 3 for Seattle in that game. Might have been the difference. Julio Jones.
Yeah, drop pass in the end zone that could have won the game.
When does Julio Jones drop passes, especially open as he was there? And how about 2 teams putting 51 points on the board? The Los Angeles Rams against the Giants. And, of course,
Philadelphia did it against Denver.
Denver, the #1 defense in the league.
Full moon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Whoosh. Whoa.
It still won't go down. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Riddick. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. The completion to Riddick. Avoids him at the 40. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down throw, Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. 1st and 15 here behind the chains. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. I want to switch gears for a second. A couple exciting plays last week in the NFL. One you and I were discussing earlier. How about that Tyreek Hill play into the first half in Dallas?
Yeah, we usually use the word gate with everything, right? Now it's Mary when it's big plays like this. So this is the Hill Mary, isn't it? Putting that big wall in front of him. But how about the moves, the elusiveness to break that play against Dallas? Absolutely amazing. And then Sammy Watkins for the Rams.
Yeah.
3rd and 3rd.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Stafford on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Stays on his feet, and it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To throw is Stafford. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Riddick with a carry. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Theo Riddick taking it in. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Here's Stafford. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They find some open field here, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Hundley. Open man is Allison, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing Hundley. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Come on, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. They'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So they're going to go for two. Back to throw, Stafford. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.